Hi, it's Verlyndoula, and this is Get to Know Me. Okay, so this has been long overdue, and I think that I have enough time to get it done now. I don't have enough time. My mentor said I need to make it a priority. So here we go. Okay, so I'm kind of excited about this because I haven't done it in a long time. And I have this bag here with frequently asked questions about me, what I do as a doula, and let's just get into it. Who inspires you? My mom. I think that's like the given. Like that's just given for everyone. She inspires me as a mother because she lost her mom at a very young age from a very unfortunate situation. And I've always been amazed by how good of a mother she is, even though she didn't have her birth mother. She did have, a lot of people in her circle that basically adopted her and basically became my grandmothers. I have lots of grandmothers. And I always tell her, even though she didn't have her mother to mother her, she's one of the, she's the epitome of being a mom. So yeah, my mom inspires me. Is there a quote that motivates you? Well, my life quote, and I've been, like, if you know me, this is just attached to me. It's by something Armisen. Lord, I can't remember his name right now. But it says, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you someone else is your greatest achievement. And so yeah, I don't strive to be myself. I just don't apologize for being myself anymore. There are situations where, you have to fit into the environment. And other times I just choose to be myself, and it doesn't really or necessarily fit within an environment, but take me as I am. What's your name? So my government name is Verlynda R. Hodge. I'm married now. I don't have my ring on. I'm home, and I'm not into jewelry. I don't take this off because I don't want to lose it, and it's not real. But everyone calls me Verlyndoula, the Caribbean doula. So yeah. Are doulas like midwives? I get this a lot. Doulas are not like midwives when it comes to the medical training. Doulas are not medically trained. We are trained more to support mothers emotionally, but we do not provide any medical interventions at all. So we don't do vaginal checks, we don't administer any medicines, we will not put your IV into your hand. But what we really do is we will guide you into what to expect when it comes to all of the interventions or any procedures that you will have to undergo, or just anything that has to do with pregnancy, labor and birth. That's what we are trained in, and how to cope with it. So doulas, what I say is midwives are really there to deliver the baby, and doulas are there to hold the mom's hand and support her as much as possible in every single way. Why did you become a doula? I saw the need for something in my community that dealt with the emotional part of pregnancy, labor, and birth. It's from my own experiences. For my first child, it was bliss. When I'm pregnant, I eat, I gain weight. If you listen to Kiki Palmer, my skin is amazing. But after pregnancy, after labor, you reflect on how labor went, and you're like, what the hell happened? So yeah, after labor, I realized I took direction from everyone. I didn't know what I really wanted, and I believe it's because of my age. I was fresh out of college. We were young parents, my husband and I, and if you're from the Caribbean, you know that your female family members can have very strong opinions on what you should do, and it really impacted the way that I became a mother, a young mother. And I remember being very stressed out and just tired, and I didn't know how to deal, and it's like that part of pregnancy that no one talks about. You don't sleep, you really don't eat, you're getting used to a new body, you're breastfeeding, and you're still supposed to like just do everything that you were doing prior to being pregnant. So yeah, and I saw the struggle in almost every mother that was pregnant with me or after me. And I remember making a Facebook post about it, and it didn't go viral. It didn't go viral. But community-wise, yeah, it hit hard. And ever since, I've just been, talking candidly and openly about my experiences with sex, with my boobs sagging, with me getting compliments that, I didn't have a baby, but I felt like I had a baby. So, yeah, I just think it was me trying to figure out how I can help moms and their partners figure out life after having kids. What is the biggest misconception about being a doula? I would say the word doula, it's Greek for, I can't remember verbatim what it is, but it's supporting women. It's a traditional way of supporting women, and I think because the word is like pretty new to our community, the word itself sounds like something out of let's see how I'll say it exactly what people relate it to. Like Obeah, voodoo, Makajumbi, drinking weird stuff, chants. So like, it's not that at all. It's literally a woman helping or supporting another woman during pregnancy and labor. And yes, the holistic way can introduce traditional practices that can definitely help when it comes to pregnancy and labor and how to cope and how to be mindful of the entire experience, but it's definitely not what goes through everyone's head at first when they hear the word doula. What's your favorite part of being a doula? Oh my gosh. So I told this to someone. It's kind of hard to put into words the experience of a doula when you see a mother's look. The first look, it's like an amazement look when they see their child. I haven't seen it in dads as much as moms, not during that time. I see the amazing look in dad's eyes, after everything has calmed down and, all the blood is wiped up and the baby's swaddled up. It's a lot for men to take in. And I've done it twice. Personally, I've had 2 children. But every time I've seen mothers hold their child for the first time, it's like magic. It really is. It's a look in their eyes that is unexplainable. It's just beautiful. It's a connection. It's amazing. What's your biggest limitation as a doula? I would say my biggest limitation right now is some people in the medical system sees me as a threat. and I actually discussed this with my mentor the other day. Disclaimer. Some people in the medical field have been so supportive, but then, I think it's just normal because they will question you like, what are your credentials? You're not medically trained or registered, so But I can respect that because it's pretty new to my community and my region. The word, but the concept is quite traditional. Mothers and women always help women during labor, and it was not in a it was not in a medical environment. It was at home. 2 generations ago. Everyone gave birth at home, and it was about 14 kids on average. Well, my grandmother had 14 kids. So I would say my biggest limitation is getting medical professionals to understand that doulas are trained in a way that is basically a traditional birthing method that takes away the medical autonomy that is part of the birth experience now. Right? When I say medical autonomy, it really is a mother will be pregnant, we go to the doctor tells us what to do, we go into labor, and then basically we just take direction from the midwife or the OB, and we will exempt the experience of listening to your body, making decisions. And it's not that the medical system doesn't allow you to, but at the same time, we don't allow ourselves to, advocate for ourselves. So a lot of times when I say things that are like not part of the health system, I get like questions like, what are you talking about? This is not how it's done. This is not policy. So yeah. We'll get to that another day. What advice would you give moms about labor? Like I said, listen to your body. Listen to your body. Listen to yourself and advocate for yourself. A lot of times things go wrong because you know something is wrong, but you don't know what it is, and it's often dismissed. And it's unfortunate because the only people that really, truly will suffer is you, the parent. You have to go home sometimes because you miscarried or you lost a baby, or just something happens that didn't have to happen. And it's not always that. It doesn't go to that extreme. Sometimes you are fine and sometimes the baby's okay, but then you have a horrible birth experience and you're like, I don't ever want to have children again, or I don't ever want to deal with this doctor. So I will always say advocate for yourself. Listen to your body and just speak up. Speak up for yourself. How many moms have you supported? Officially, I don't know. Officially last year, I supported about 4 moms. The year before, I can say about 12 moms. I did start supporting moms during COVID. So a lot of the moms that I started off with were virtually supported moms, and I actually liked it because it helped me with the theory part of it. Even though I couldn't be there like physically, I was still training, so it helped me with a lot more reflection. Like I had time to, write stuff down. When I am physically in the room with a mom, I am tired, and sometimes I don't get a chance to be like, okay, this is what went right, this is what went wrong. I remember the first mom that I physically helped, supported. I thought I had COVID. It was during COVID, and I was so tired and drained. I was like, oh God, these are the symptoms of COVID. Like, they keep telling you that you're going to be tired and you have a headache. No, I was just tired. Like, it really is a lot of work. And it's a lot of work too because, and you're supporting this mom until they give birth, and labor can be long. So Last year I didn't support a lot of moms because I was busy. Yep, that's part 1 of Get to Know Me. With love, care, and support from Verlyndoula.